Hi everybody, welcome to Monkey Island Madness. Um, this is a live show taped over at Ustream TV, and I am talking to a live audience in chat, so that's why I'm yammering a lot. And today I think we're gonna make a insert for, it's not exactly the same size as the traditional traveler's notebook. It's a little bit wider. I'll get the regular one out and we'll see how much wider it is. Maybe I'd want to go with a regular traveler's notebook, but let's see. Um, yeah, I'm going to say it's that much wider, if you can see that. Maybe half inch, not quite. But anyway, we're going to make an insert for that with baseball card sleeves to put either ATCs. I mean, you can do anything with it that would fit in a 2.5 by 3.5 inch format. So, Brenda, who is one of our normal, I'm not sure that she's normal, but she's one of our regular fibs, has already made one. And so, yeah, I'm going to attempt to do this. And this is one of the binders that you can get at Michael's. I am going to change this and take this leather cord off and put actual elastic on because I don't like this. But I bought this ages and ages ago and really have not used it. So, yeah, this will maybe be a good use for this. So, anyway, and I don't know if I'm going to store ATCs in it or Zentangle patterns. It might be my Zentangle pattern on the couch book. You're not normal. Well, when I said it, Brenda, it just sounded like, is she really normal? So the way Brenda did it, because of the height, she said she cut the top. If you're not familiar with baseball card sleeves, they come 3 across, 3 down, so they hold 9 cards, and they fit in a standard 8.5 by 11 inch binder. But to adapt it to fit into the traveler's notebook, she said she cut off the top panel of 3. Okay, and I'm going to try and cut it below where the seam is, so this is, if I find a use for this, I could still use it, but that's the kind of crap that I'm trying not to do. Don't save that stuff. Okay, so oh no, Eileen, I won't store the money I find in his pockets. I'll go spend that like pronto. You did cut some off the spine so that it's not a pocket. Cut only a 1/4 inch. Cut so only a 1/4 inch was there, so it fit in TN when I taped. I'm not sure, Brenda, if I'm going to have to do that because this is slightly wider. And so what she did was she taped 2 together so it would go under the elastic, correct, just like a regular traveler's notebook would. Yeah, see, I'm not, well, but if I get 3 across, and then she folded this last one back. And these are crappy Walmart baseball card sleeves, so I'm going to go ahead and try and fold it because it's not going to want to fold real good. Maybe if I heat it up. Oh, that's folded okay. That'll be all right. Yeah, baby. So you did have to cut off a little bit in the center one is what I'm thinking. If you cut each pocket apart, you can turn them into ATC sleeves. Yeah, that way. Yeah, you're right. All right, so let me go ahead and cut the top off another one. And we're not going to do this for the whole show. We're just going to, I just want to make one so Brenda can tell me when I'm screwing up. Normally that's Eileen's job, but today Brenda gets to do it. No, don't do it that way. And because this is really slippery, you just have to hold it and be really careful for a minute. Okay, so you cut a 1/4 inch is what I'm hearing you say, is you cut a 1/4 inch off of over here. And I'm not gonna, well, I guess I could use the measurement on my cutting mat here. I'll move up so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Tell me to stop now if I'm goofing up, Brenda. This is what I'm thinking she's talking about. Cut a 1/4 inch off the edge over here because I'm going to tape the two of them together. It only folds good once you get a card in it. Okay, if you cut each part. Okay, no, just practicing. Brenda, see you screwed up Janet girl today. Yeah, somebody's got to be. Somebody's got to be. I get the whole concept, Brenda. I totally get what you did, and I think it's. I love it. I love it. I love it. And actually, I might end up putting ATCs, you know, like gift ATCs that people have sent me, because this morning I just stuck them in the binder. You leave a 1/4 inch. Oh, okay. I left slightly more than a 1/4 inch, which I don't think is going to be a problem because, yeah, I left just a little bit more than a 1/4 inch. Let's see when I glue them together how that's going to work. I won't tape them until I kind of get a feel. And then when if you're going to do this, make sure that your pockets are up, right? You can't have some with the opening at the bottom and some with the opening at the top. That would really wreak havoc. And then the nice thing is the holes are going to help me line it up perfectly. And then did you butt them up right together? Well, I guess what's going to determine that is the measurement this way, right? Yep, like that. All right. So far I haven't, she hasn't had to say, stop, you're screwing up, which is a good thing. I think Eileen just likes to say that to make me have mini heart attacks here and there. All right, I didn't get out any duct tape, and I have some way cool. Well, this stuff's pretty. I have this. It's pretty. But I have some totally cool. Okay, here's my other choices of pretty duct tape. Check out what I've got. Hang on, I gotta take it out of its package. I haven't used it yet. Check it out. Denver Bronco duct tape. Am I not? And this I hoard. I don't want to use it. And then I've got plaid. Actually, the plaid, if I did Zentangle, would be really awesome. So those are our choices, unless we wanted to use clear. Like clear packing tape. I think clear packing tape would work too. Hi, Vicki. That way when you duct tape, it still hangs a little on the pocket. You can still slide card in and out. Okay. Make sure you face the side that has the open slot to the inside facing each other. And yeah, exactly, Brenda. That way, when you duct tape it over, it hangs a little on the pocket. You can still slide it in. Okay, sweet. Okay. Well, now I have a big decision. I don't think I'm going to use the Bronco because I won't get the whole design. And did you cut your duct tape down? I think I'll use the blue. It's pretty and it matches the cover. Check it out. It looks pretty with the cover. You rip your duct tape in 1/2 on each insert. Okay. I was going to try and cut it ahead. Maybe that's not the brightest thing to do. We'll see. All right, hang on. We're opening this little package here. And I think I got these duct tapes, honestly, like really cheap when they had them on sale at Hobby Lobby, because I don't really care if I have pretty duct tape. It's not really been a priority in my life. Okay, let's just see. These are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little less than 8 inches high. You cut it to length and rip it in half. Okay. I hope I'm not making this way harder than it has to be. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to leave it a little bit more than the actual length of the thing. I may never get the duct tape off this mat now. Okay, so I'm going to need, I'll just butt them up against each other, and the amount of duct tape I'm going to need is about 3/4 inches if I'm doing this right. Let's just do it and see. If it doesn't work, what have we wasted? Not a whole heck of a lot, right? There's 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 1, 2, 3/4 inch. I know, and some of you are going, oh my God, you're so anal. Get over yourself. Now, Brenda, did you put it on the front and the back, or just on one side?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, bye, hon. Have fun. All right, let's make sure we've got our pockets going the right way. I'm almost tempted to put a little piece of tape there to hold it so it doesn't slide around. Hi, CB, Dorothy, anybody else I missed? I hope I'm not missing anybody. I have to leave that light on for a little while, because otherwise I can't see nothing. And I don't know why this overhead light seems so darn dim to me. Okay, here we go. We're going for it. Oops. Maybe what I should do, I think what I'm going to do, because I moved this one, I could feel it move. I'm going to have to put tape on both sides, which that's fine. I don't care. Just on the front, on one side of each. All right. Well, all right. Are you saying I did this right or wrong? All right. Like that. I think I'm going to put it on both sides. Yeah. Hi, Pat. Yeah, well, anal can also be a total pain in the ass. Just saying. Oops. There we go. All right. Just fold in here now. I'm glad I picked that duct tape because it looks good with the cover. All right, here's the test. We're going to see if this is going to fit. Oh, I got to cut this off. Duh. And then if I need to, I'll cut a slit if I've covered up any of the pocket that allows stuff to slide in and out, right? Alright, I'm going to have to put some cards in there. I think I have some ATC size cards cut already. Well, I know I do. It's just where did I put them when I did all my super duper cleanup around here? I think I found them first thing. Yay me. Yep, I did. Do I have enough? That's the next question. All right, cool. We've got some blank ATC cards that we can. The third row folds in easier when the card's in it. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Right. I fold tape over, but your way both sides works. Okay. Let's put some cards in and see how it works. And when I got up this morning, I had no idea I was going to be doing this fun little project. And you use both sides, you know, like you do 2 cards in each pocket, don't you, Brenda? Oh, no, wait, this one, I think, yep, I got to put them in this way. Because I use both sides, you know, front and back. Put 2 cards in each one. I am going to score that center. Now, Brenda, why is mine sticking out? I probably left too much in the middle, right? But if I overlap it too much, because really, okay, I need to overlap it. Cut more off of the middle is what I need to do. Well, we can certainly do that. We're going to do it right now. All right, hang on. I'm going to try and tear them apart real quick without wrecking the baseball card sleeves. If I do, oh well. Walmart sells more, you know. Where it's stuck to itself underneath is where I'm having problems. So maybe all I need to do is just cut. Get a cut started. This one might have 2 rows of tape on it. Oh well. If you saw Brenda's thing and I cut that crooked, but it's no big deal because I'm going to go ahead and cut some more off of it because I'm getting a feel now for what I'm doing. And I know I'm cutting this crooked. You know what? It would be better if I cut it this way. And rather than 3/4, use a half. That's what I'm going to do. I should have listened to Brenda better to begin with. I'm taking responsibility. Yeah, I left too much in the middle. I figured that out, Brenda. That's okay, though, because we are going to get it figured out if it kills us. And I can cut this off because that's where the tape was stuck to its own bad self. This I got to cut this way so I can see. All right, this one is a little funky. All right, now I'll measure that. I think I'm only going to need about a 1/2 inch rather than a quarter, or 3/4, so, and that's not quite a half, so. All right, I think we're on to something now. It's a little less than a 1/2 inch. I'm going to try this piece that I have left over and just see. All right. Now, we shall see. If this is still too wide, I'm just going to have a heart attack. It is still a little bit too wide. And this is weird, Brenda, because you only leave a 1/4 inch for your middle. I might have done it again. You leave a 1/4 inch on each one. Because right now I'm just at 3/8 of an inch. And I want, well, no, I think all baseball sleeves are about the same size. I mean, it's not too much. I could work with this sticking out that much. All right, I'm checking. And you are such a pain in the ass. All right. Hi, Ann. My B6 is a leather quill, and she cuts the leather a little big. Okay. Yeah, because even that sticking out that much, that won't bother me. But I think I can trim down the measurements a little bit more in the middle. Let's just try it because we can. We've got the baseball sleeves, and I think next time I go to Hobby Lobby, I'm going to use my 40% off coupon to buy theirs because they're better quality than Walmart's for sure. You can just tell they're just better. So I don't mind using these to trash it out. Okay, I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to use the edge of the holes as the place to trim. And I'm going to cut off quite a bit more. What the heck? It's... Alright, hang on. I'm trying to see here. Yeah. And then I'm only going to use like a 1/4 inch of tape. Let's see. 1/8 and 1/8. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's about what I'm doing, CB. It's not much there to tape, but it's okay. I mean, it'll work. And this tape is uber sticky, so I think it'll work out okay. We shall find out. All right, cut the tops off. Make sure I'm at the top. Yeah, I probably will cut those into individuals. And then, of course, I have, when I cleaned yesterday, I have like 3 packages of ATC sleeves. I'm not going to run out of them anytime soon, that's for sure. All right, there we go. Now, other than keeping them up, Let me measure and make sure. Yep, 1/4 inch of tape is going to work. Sweet. Yeah, this is uber sticky tape, so I needed to be 8 inches is what I needed to be, so I'm going to leave a little bit more than that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it doesn't have to be exact. This is not exact science, right? I do want it straight, however. And I'll leave a 1/4 inch. All right, now I'll just cut it into 1/4 inch pieces. And I would probably not recommend washi tape for this, because washi tape, one, is just not very sticky, and especially on the plastic. I think it would hold for like 1 day. But you sure can get some pretty washi tape. All right, here we go. We're going to give it a go again. And I'm going to tape it again. There's one of my long hairs stuck on it. Hi, Whippy Carol. What the heck? I'm just holding it there. In fact, I'll do it top and bottom, because I'm anal that way. All right. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. I think that's it. All right. Sweet. I'm taking a little red tape off. Be nice if I just had something a little sticky down on the craft mat to hold it for me, right? But it's even, so that was the goal. Sweet. This is going to work perfect, I think, this time. And I think you wouldn't have to do the tape on both sides. But I think if I didn't, it's one of those things that would make me a little nervous. Just saying. Yep, make me a little nervous. All right. And Carol says it, or Brenda says it folds and behaves a little bit better when the cards are in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up like it would be under normal circumstances. And put 2 in, give it a little bit of weight. Sweet. And then where's the one that I ruined already? I know I didn't throw it away. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, I left it in the book. Duh. And this one isn't ruined. I can go back and alter it and make it work. So it's not like I ruined anything yet. But give me time. There's still time. Hi, Picola. Once I start making my ATCs, I'm going to test out those watercolor pencils to color in the tombstone. All right, that one needs to be altered. All right, this is going to be the real test. If it doesn't work this time, Brenda, you're going to have to come to my house and help me. And when you come, you can, like, stay for however long. I'll make Robert baby both of us. All right, here we go. Isn't that odd? There was just exactly enough ATCs to make that work. Yeah, they do fold better when they have the ATCs in them, for sure. Keep your fingers crossed. This is the real test now. Yeah, this is going to work. It's right on the edge. Right on the edge. Can you see that? Yep, this is going to be just fine. Just fine. Picola, Brenda made insert out of baseball card sleeves to do her Zentangle step out patterns on. And for those of you who haven't been around to see, if you go to a website called tanglepatterns.com, they give you step out directions for Zentangle patterns, and I keep mine just in a binder like this, okay, alphabetical. But Brenda came up with this idea because we are both Traveler's Notebook fanatic freaks. I don't know what you want to call us, but yeah, we both love these Traveler's Notebook style, and she came up with this design to keep her patterns in, which I think is brilliant. And so because I am the biggest copycat on the planet, I had to make my own and see how it worked. And this is a real inexpensive Traveler's Notebook cover. It's not leather, that I got at Michael's. And Michael's actually has some that are the exact Traveler's cover notebook size right now. So you can get these Traveler's style notebooks at Michael's now. When I started collecting them, and I have quite a collection, believe me, I ordered mine directly from the Midori factory. The Midori is a name brand of this style notebook, and they're well known now. And it's like a cult, wouldn't you say, Brenda, that it's like a cult? And now you have to order a new one. Well, now, you know, because they have become such a trend, so many more companies and people are making them, and your selection is just fabulous. I mean, it's amazing. You keep yours in a PDF file in a Lappy. Yeah, see, and I like having the actual book. So, um, where do you get the pocket inserts that size? Well, this is just a regular run-of-the-mill 9-pocket page. They sell them at Walmart, where you buy the baseball cards and the Pokemon, all those collector cards, up by the registers usually. There's a whole aisle of this sort of junk. Or you can get them at Hobby Lobby. I looked the other day. This one had 35 pages in it, and I think I paid around $5 for this. Hobby Lobby sells one that are better quality. There's 40 in it for $7.99. But you can use your 40% off coupon. So, when it comes to price, we're talking really pennies at that point. And I do like the Hobby Lobby ones better. They're much better quality. So, and then I'm taking credit for it now, but Brenda actually came up with this. To make them fit height-wise, she cut off this top row of pockets, and the size vertically is perfect. Perfect. I'm so glad I have such cool, inventive friends that let me steal their ideas. That's what I'm happy about today. The comic book store ones come in boxes of 100. Oh, you collect cards. Yeah, see, yeah, whatever. But I do, the Hobby Lobby ones are better. So now you guys know what I'll be doing later on today. I will be, yeah, I'll be making some more pages for this bad boy. This bad boy will literally be bulging when I'm done. Bulging, I'm telling you, bulging. And I probably will end up putting ATCs that people have sent me for different things, because right now I'm keeping those in with the ATCs that we've swapped. But I'd rather keep all the ones in my binder, just the swap ones. So if you send me a random ATC, it probably will end up in here now. And I am going to take this funky, weird leather thing off and put an elastic on. I like the elastics. So, yeah. But Brenda, good job. I mean, all I can say is yay you. That was so inventive, and it's so useful and such a brilliant idea. Now watch, Brenda. Somebody's going to copy your idea, and yeah, they'll shove it off as their own. So that's probably what I'll be doing later. Yep, right after I figure out what we're eating. And then these parts that I cut off on top, yeah, I won't waste those. I'll go ahead and cut them up and use them for ATC holders to send into swaps or something. Normally mine won't fit in. Something like that. So anyway. And then the other thing we talked about before some of you came in, and this is a normal, this is a normal Midori style traveler's notebook in the navy blue. This is the Pan Am collector's edition. Yep, and it smells so delicious. I mean, that's the thing about these leather things is, and Midori has their binder system in the back, the middle of the back. But the thing is, the leather smells so flippin' delicious. So, you're not the first to do that? I'll bet you are. I'm sure you are. Brilliant and inventive. Do you guys want to see my Bronco tape before I put it away? I love my Bronco tape. Look at that. Denver Broncos. I'm so lucky. And then the other thing we talked about before you guys came is I've been cleaning out my kids' room. because the kids are coming in November, so I need to get off my butt and get it ready for them. Um, I had a pile of half-finished artwork and half-finished projects. And I thought, today I am finishing projects. That's it. I'm finishing it. So, got somebody else. Hang on. Okay, just that was an update on Little Mary that I've been kind of waiting for all morning. So anyway, I'm gonna finish now that I'm not doing that. I think I can turn that off, and the lighting might be a little bit better. It's still kind of dark, but I colored this ages and ages ago, and this is what I have left to do. Like that and the background, and it's done, and I can be done with it. And then this is something Dede had made for me, and I think I'm going to do Zentangle in the background. So, so I'll do either one. Yay, you, and making me feel guilty at the same time. No, it wasn't Ange. It was my Mary's caretaker telling me what's going on with little Mary. So I kind of think I want to work on this Zentangle in the background, and because Dede was so kind to make it, and it's just wrong not to do something with it. So I think I am going to go ahead and Zentangle in the background. That goes out in the front room. So yeah, there were like 4 projects. This is another one it's so close to done. Why don't I just finish it? What is wrong with me that I'll let this sit around for months and not finish it? And then this one I started on stream, and I like it, and I want to finish it. We did magicals and texture paste through a stencil, and I'd like to go ahead and finish that. I don't know what I'll do with it, but why not finish it? Drives me crazy sometimes that I'm such a knucklehead. So I don't know. You guys can help me decide. Should I do this more like a regular tangle where I have multiple designs in the background, or should I just pick one pattern to do in the background? You guys get to decide. I'm leaning toward one cool pattern in the background is what I'm thinking. But you guys get to decide. I mean, I have tons to pick from. Do some large floral tangles on my name. I'm going to do the background. I'm going to leave the name alone, CB, because that's Dede's artwork. She did this with watercolors, it seems to me. Well, it's some sort of water-soluble products, you know, the ombre, the ribbon lettering. You want a multiple? You guys want multiple backgrounds. Okay, well then we're going to do multiples. And one cool pattern of like an illumination. Now, see, I know when I throw something out there, you guys decide. I'll get different answers, so I might do one. I was thinking too of doing it in a colored ink rather than black and white. Maybe do it in like a lime green or something like that. One main So the background is the main thing. That's what I was thinking. One cool pattern. Yep. Or multiples is cool too. See, I'm kind of inclined to do one. And even if it was a fairly intense pattern, if I did it in a lighter color ink or something, it still wouldn't detract from the watercolor that Dede did. All right, I'm gonna flip through here and we're gonna decide on a pattern. See, I think I could do something as intense as that even, but if it's in a lighter background, it would still be okay. And I'll hold this up so you can see it. This one looks like a really intense, like it's really hard, and it's really easy. Hang on, trying to get it out. Can you see that? And I like this one. We'll do one and stop asking. I knew that'd get her going. I knew it'd get her going. And this, this one here, that is actually one of my very favorite patterns. I love that. So now I have a dilemma. Which one do I do? Which one do I do? Or even basket weave. Just don't make them so darn tiny. Okay, I'll make them a little bit bigger. Yeah, no, if I did it tiny, I'd be the rest of my natural life. For real. So, all right, maybe I'll just do that one. Oops, that one got out of the binders somehow. It's wrecking itself. I'm going to look for a flower pattern, CB, and see if there's a repetitive flower pattern. And I have not drawn yours, the ones you sent me. Thank you, by the way, CB. I have not made step-out cards for them yet. I'm getting behind, is what I'm doing. I'm just getting behind. I am kind of looking for one particular thing. I won't make them so darn tiny. Oops, you guys can't even hardly see this. I can bring this down too so you can see a little better. But I am looking for one particular thing, so just bear with me a minute. I like island flower, and there's another one I can't think of its name. So we start with kind of a grid. This one's fun. I like this one. That's Flourish. I like that one. And if that was real light in the backgrounds, it would be good. All right, I'm going to leave that one out. It's a potential. Henna drum. Well, but that one's kind of hard to do all over. But this is one of my very favorite tangles. I love this. You vote flowers? Okay. That one would have to be totally random. I just have to draw, you know, like a line just randomly. Island flowers would be the same way. But there's another one. Oh, I know how to draw it, but I don't know its name. I need to do like a page of my favorites that I go back to over and over again. Because I love drawing them, and then when they're drawn, I love the way they look. Doggone it, it makes me so mad when I do this. Now this one too, it's not flowers, but this one, when it's drawn out and you cover a big space with it, come on, focus, it is really cool looking. You love the second flower. It was called Henna Drum, I believe. Hi, Jennifer McCrackalacken. Have you gotten mail from me yet? Is this the one you said you loved, Jennifer? The henna drum? Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. Is that the one? That's so simple to draw. All right, I'll pull that one out. And we still have Flourish. But there is one that I'm looking for in particular. And Jennifer hasn't answered me yet. I assume she has not gotten my mail yet. But one of the ladies did get what I mailed, so I know it's got to be close to getting there. Oh, this is making me really uber mad. Uber mad. Alright. I'm going to pick out of those two. Is it home waiting for you? Oh boy. Hi, Galena. Oh, good. I'm excited. Yeah, you have to stream tonight. And make sure I should give you my phone number so you can call me and tell me when you're going to come on. Because sometimes in the evenings, I lose track of everything. All right, I'm kind of thinking, let's see. I am going to do it in a lighter color ink. All right, I'm thinking if I want to do this in grids and make it, I'm kind of inclined to go with this one. And then I'll show you guys how to draw it because it's simple. All right, this is the one. That's it. We're doing henna drum, and I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna use pencil first. And before I get any more ink on it, I'm gonna go ahead and erase Dede's pencil lines. I'm glad I'm going to work on this because I just feel like Dede was so kind to do this. And then it got here and I set it in there and I fully intended to do something with it. But I think that must have been about the time the magicals came. And then I went magical cuckoo crazy for a while. And yeah, not anything got done after that. I'm going to come out a little bit so you guys see more of the whole. And I will crispen up the edges of this lettering a little bit, not much. Or maybe I don't, it'll be the last thing I do regardless, so. What'd you just get, Galena? Did you get yours today too? So you can be sitting there finishing it while I draw this, right? You know what? I'm not even going to do the pencils things. I think I'm just going to start out with, okay, now I can either use Papermate pens. Let me go get my art on the couch pens, and let's see what kind of greens I've got in that.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
It was so quiet this morning, and now all of a sudden it's gotten busy around here. Really, this morning was so quiet. I got so much done in that bedroom. You need energy. Get some energy, Galina. All right, I'm gonna okay. You should. I've lost track of chat. Okay, so let's look. Do we want to do it with? We have a fair amount of pens to choose from. Surprise, surprise. I think some of these, they look like they're going to be lime green, but I think they are actually lighter than that. I might use this. I bought this. I've had it for a long, long time. But they're Pilot pens, and I think, I'm not sure where I got them. But they're called Juice. These are nice pens for cheap money. So I'm just going to use a gel pen. I don't think I want to use a marker. I think I want to use more of a ballpoint so I have more control. I haven't decided yet, Jennifer McCrackalacken, what pen I'm going to use. I don't have, well, oh, this one's too light. This one's real, real light. So I'm not going to use it. But look at the great colors that it comes in. I mean, these are great pens. And I use these a lot. I like those. Let's see what else we got. We've got every kind of pen and marker known to man, so have no fear. I'm almost tempted to use. And these are diamond. I think they call them diamond tip. And I order them on the Wish app. I think they also have them on, this one's not wanting to write. I've had some of these forever. Yeah. Well, isn't this a good demo? That bad boy isn't wanting to write, so that, but have no fear, we probably have multiples. I don't want to do it in a dark green. I want to do it in a lighter color. Actually, my favorite pens, frankly, I'm going to use the Papermate. Because these, I think, are all too, yeah, see, these are all going to be too dark. But I sure like Jelly Roll pens, too. Okay. I showed my pens on the couch the other day. Alright, it's either going to be this pen or the Papermate, and I'm kind of inclined. I like the color of the Papermate better. You can't hardly beat a Papermate pen, for real. This is what we're using. I have multiple sets of them too. I have to stop and read chat real quick. Tomato juice and vodka day. Yum, yum. I would love a Bloody Mary right now. Why doesn't somebody come make me one? My brother makes, hands down, the best Bloody Mary on the planet. I'm so not kidding you. Oh, they're so good. All right, I keep wanting to turn the light on. All right, I'm just going to start drawing a random pattern, the line, okay? This is taking guts, you know, drawing on Dede's artwork like this. For real. That was a gutsy thing I just did. All right, we're jumping right into the middle, okay? Got to decide if I want them all going one way. Well, the whole picture's kind of leaning this way, so I think I will. And I'm not going to do them real small, okay? But I'm starting right in the middle. And I'll draw all the curly cues first. So I know where the flowers are going to end up. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Do I need to come down a little bit? And I'm not going to make them all uniform size either. When I come in close, it makes it harder for me because then I got to make sure you guys can see. All right, I'll just start right here and we'll do it in stages. And I want to put something under my hand because I always feel like I don't want my greasy hands. Not that my hands are greasy or anything, but yeah, I want something under my hand so I don't smear and stuff. Okay. All right, I'll hold up the cards so you can see. I've done only that part of the design so far, right? Next, I'm going to go ahead and do this part. Just draw the little circles with the little hump. I'm going to go ahead and just draw out the whole flower while I'm doing it. And keep in mind, too, I can go back later and add color or whatever I want. I'm definitely going to go back in and add shading because the shading is my favorite part of the whole thing. Can you see that? There's the first one done. Yeah, this was a good choice for the background. Hi, Kimmy Poo. I'm great at doing humps. Yeah, I'm a great hump maker. Eileen, you are such a flippin' nut. Is CB back? Am I doing this too small, CB? I think they look better smaller, actually, but okay, so I'm not doing it too small. Whew, whew. Actually, this one is so spread out and nice that I could actually do one in the background of this one, too. I am recording. Karen, hi, by the way. I won't say anything about where you're at. See why it's hard for me to draw when I'm on stream? I get real quiet. And I don't even know necessarily that I'm concentrating. I just get real silent. I don't know why. But I would talk about whatever. All right. Well, I guess it's gotten pretty random now, so I don't have to keep it. I'll go in the same direction if I don't want. I'm just kind of watching where there's space and where I might want another element. Why is the sky blue? That is a darn good question, Galena. I'm sure it has something to do with the gases in the atmosphere. And then we could start talking about the redshift and oh my God, Ange, we're not going there. I'd rather talk about why some people are cracked. Maybe I need to get a chat pack like Dede has. Where would you want to go on your vacation? Or I haven't decided yet, Jennifer. Yeah, I haven't decided if I'll leave it like this or if I'll take a second color and maybe do another design behind it. Yeah, when I go in and I will be highlighting this with colored pencil, I may decide at that point that it really doesn't need too much more. But I don't know. That's the thing. You never know, right? Sorry, I get off camera. I pull it toward me so I can see, and then you guys can't see. But yeah, I will be adding more color to it. And if I do add something else to it, I'll do it in the blue color. Since I kind of use the lightest color, I'll use the lightest and the darkest, I think. And then the shading somewhere in between, I think. That's the plan right now, anyway. Alright, I'm going to change this so I can draw a little bit closer to me. And I can zoom. I think I can zoom you guys in a little bit more. There are a lot of banks here. Wouldn't that be fun, Ange? That would be fun if we could take a road trip like that, like Jen did, and stop and see Fibs along the way. You have to talk to CB and Boca Babe Art about that. But yeah, I think that would be just a hoot to go on a road tour. Can't do anything until I get Ratatouille well, but I promise you that. After that, He's on his own. He's had a real weird reaction this week, and I'm assuming it's to the arsenic. But he's been breaking out in hives, and so yeah, until I get him well, yeah, ain't much going on in my life. I can tell you that. Oops, got that. And see how sloppy these are, you guys? I mean, if you look at them up close, you're going to be going, oh my gosh. But when you look at them far away, they don't look so bad. And then when I get the shading on them, of course, they always look a little different. It would be nice if this pen was just a little bit juicier. Got to run fibs. Lunch date is here. Ooh, Pat has a lunch date. I'm not doing much of anything today. I was going to clean that bedroom. And then, of course, I knew I had to stream because Eileen had pretty much told me that was going to happen. Ratatouille's over working on the backhoe. We were supposed to go with my brother today. Go meet my brother today. And go to like a fish fry festival thing. But Ratatouille just said, I really don't want to go. I was like, cool, because I'm not really all that hep on going either. So, yep, we bailed on that, which is fine. And it, this isn't the first year, but my dad always came to Oklahoma at this time of year. And when he got here, we always, they call it the hook and cook. And it's a catfish frying contest kind of thing. My dad loved going to the hook and cook. So when it's hook and cook time, I think I always get just a little bit sad. I'm not a real modeling person at all. But yeah, this time of year makes me think of Dad, and normally Dad would be here. And the last few years of his life, my dad had COPD, and walking and breathing was kind of an issue for him. And my niece would normally come this time of year too. And so we would go get food for my dad, right? So, yeah, I would have been thinking about Dad all day long. Well, I obviously am anyway, because of the hook and cook. Oh, down here, these people seriously know how to cook some catfish. Yeah, they fix some good catfish around here. I like the fish. The hush puppies, they can keep those. And then believe it or not, there's and it's local businesses. Anybody can get a table and cook, right? And there's some local Indians, Native Americans, whatever you want to call them. We call them Indians down here. That always participate. They make the absolute best catfish, but more importantly, they make ham and beans that are, honest to God, I don't know what they put in them, but they are absolutely to die for. I would go for their ham and beans alone. They were so good. But you end up paying, you pay like $5 to get in, and you can eat as much as you want. Just keep going back to the different. You get a like a little bowl or a plate, and you can keep going back as many times as you want. And what makes it really fun, and it used to be a lot more fun, but most of the local businesses, of course, rent a table for advertising or whatever. And there's a contest. When you get your bowl to eat, they give you a certain number of tickets that you can vote on who makes the best catfish, right? Well, the local businesses and stuff, of course, want to beat each other. And so they would bribe you. So they put scalps in them and simmer a few minutes or a few hours. That's funny. But they would bribe you. So you could go to their booth and say, I still have tickets left. Well, you'd get free beer, you'd get a shot, you'd get, like they would bribe you to use your ticket at their stand. And that was really fun. And it's fun when you're from here, of course, because you know all the people. But I sold my tickets usually for beer. Get me a free beer. Or get Robert a free beer, whatever. So it used to be fun. But I'm happy here hanging out with you guys. And I would have gone if Robert said he wanted to go. Alright. I'm going to zoom out real quick and let you see kind of where we're at with the whole pattern here. Yeah, I'm glad we picked something light and airy. It doesn't detract from... And I am going to trim this off and center it, so this stuff over here I'll probably lose, but that's okay. Yeah, I like salmon too. I like fish. When I was a kid, I hated fish. Oh, I thought that was torture when Mom would fix fish. And my dad was a huge fisherman, so we had fish. I thought it was flippin' torture that you had to eat that garbage. Now, I don't know why I've changed, but I love fish. I fix fish for us a lot. It's hard to get fresh fish. Well, my brother fishes, so I can get fresh fish from him, but it's hard to get good fresh fish here. I will say that. I can usually get some up in Joplin. We do have a good meat market that also sells seafood. But yeah, I normally have to use frozen, and I would rather, honestly, eat fresh. And if you don't like fish and you ever came here, if I took you to one of my brother's fish fries and had him make you crappie, you would be a convert. I promise you. You would start loving fish because his fish is so good. And my dad's was too. Probably some of my favorite memories from when I was a kid. My dad took us camping and fishing. When we were kids, we didn't get to hang out at the mall or anything like that. Um, but we used to go to Canada in the summer, right? Way, way up north on huge lakes, Lake Larange, Waskesiu Lake, and then we would actually sometimes portage. So we would be gone an entire day. We'd have to either pack lunch or, but some of my favorite memories were shore lunch, where whatever we caught in the morning, Dad would fix us for lunch. You know, we'd dock the boat on some island somewhere, and Dad would fry us fish for lunch. Those were some of my favorite things, really. At the time, I didn't realize that it would make such an impact on me, but yeah, my dad was real good that way. I remember one time we got out on one of those huge lakes, and a storm blew up. And this has happened twice to me. Once on Lake Havasu, and then on a lake up in Canada where a storm blew up, and we were hours and hours from home. And we were being thrown around in that boat. I remember laying in the bottom of that boat just thinking, if I ever get home and get out of this boat, I will never get in another boat as long as I live. It was the scariest thing ever. And really dangerous. I mean, when those storms blow up and you're out in the middle of nowhere, nobody to find you. And of course, back then there were no cell phones, and even if there was, there'd be no service out where we were. Yeah, that was scary stuff. And then one time that happened when Jim and I had one of the grandkids with us out on the middle of the lake. Not Lake Havasu, Lake Powell. And that scared me. I had poor little Zachary in the bottom of the boat. We were just getting the crap beat out of us with the wind. But there was enough boats on the lake that we all kind of got in a line and went back to the campground together, which safety in numbers, I wasn't near as afraid then. I was more afraid that Zachary would get hurt in the bottom of that boat because it was a small fishing boat, 16 foot. Costco's has the best salmon and tilapia. I like Sam's Club frozen fish, but if I have a choice, I'd rather have fresh, frankly. Oh man, that's nice, Dorothy. Yeah, and funny, people have different feelings about fish, I happen to like it now. And yes, it is good for you. Or so they say. I mean, I'm going by what they tell me, so I have, I guess, chosen to believe that fish is good for you. I'm sure there are worse things. One thing, if it's fresh, unless the lake is totally polluted, at least it can't have a bunch of additives in it. But so much of your shrimp and other seafood now is grown on farms. It's not even natural anymore. But you can get, and I've done it a few times, down in South Texas, Port Isabel, down to Brownsville. That is huge shrimp country. Huge shrimp companies, go out in the Gulf and get shrimp. You can order direct from them, and they still are pretty reasonable. And it's flash frozen out on the boats, and it's real good. But most of the shrimp, yeah, is grown in farms now. Down in that same area, they've got huge shrimp farms. It's too rubbery or something. I don't know. I just like fresh. Ange, that's awesome. Are you working at it, or is that just happening randomly? If you're working at it and that's happening, yay on you. If it's just happening out of the blue, then you're going to scare me. But if you're working at it and getting results, good on you. Yeah, this pen could be a little bit juicier. I think I have another set of these pens. I use this color a lot, though. All right, we don't have much left to do. Ignore what? Oh, this. I see what you're saying. See, me too, Eileen. If you say keto or whatever, I think of Kato, OJ's friend. OJ's out now, isn't he? Did OJ get out? It seems like he was getting out. Yeah, that's been about 2 weeks ago. Look at my memory. I have no memory. Of course, I don't watch the news much anymore, so news can happen and I won't know about it. Because honestly, these people are pissing me off, frankly. So, for my own health, I've decided it's better for me if I ignore the news and all the crap that's out there. Well, and it's better for my TV too, because I'll want to kick my TV or throw stuff at my TV, and it's not the TV's fault. It's the idiot talking heads. He gets out Monday. Okay. Well, see, I can come here and get all the news that's worth hearing. I knew something was happening. All right, he gets out Monday. So this is his last weekend in jail. He better enjoy those showers, huh? I'm such a sick pup. I'm sorry if I keep going off screen, you guys. It's hard to remember to stay in this little 1-inch space that I've allowed myself now that the camera... I'm having to turn my head sideways so that you guys can be this close up. They're trying to keep OJ from moving to Florida. Oh, really? Well, I thought he already lived in Florida. I thought he had property down there, Eileen. Don't drop the soap. You got it, Monique. Oh, he wants to move to Naples with a friend. I don't know if he would be... I don't think he would help your neighborhood any, frankly. But I really don't think he's dangerous to the public. I really don't. I don't think OJ is dangerous to the public. Now, if you're his ex-wife, you're incredibly at risk. His daughter lives in Miami. Okay, well, he's going to be around then, Eileen. Eileen, if you go in a restaurant and you see him, I want you to go get me an autograph and tell him I want it in blood. He ought to be able to accomplish that, since he has experience. All right, we are getting so close to back to the beginning of our design, boys and girls. I'm going to draw a couple of small ones because there's not much room at the top here. You know, on one hand, I'm sad that this pen is getting a little dry. But on the other hand, I'll get to buy a new set. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. He's too fat to run now. Exactly. Well, Ange, what the hell? I mean, I could pretend, but no, I just put it out there, you know? Like, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, absolutely no doubt in my mind that he killed Nicole and Ron Goldman. And I think at the end of the day, he totally got what he deserved. He should not be getting out of jail at all. But for the crime that he was convicted of, I guess it's time for him to go out and rejoin society. And I don't think he is a risk to society. I think, honestly, and I'm not going to get political, and I don't want to get political, and I think, spit on this picture. I think it's indicative of athletes. They think they are above the law. Yeah, it's just a Papermate flare. Just, yeah, you can buy them at Walmart or anywhere. Hi, Allie. Yeah, I think they just think they're above the law. Honestly. All right, I'm just kind of squinting my eyes, seeing if there's any place. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the whole thing, and then we can decide if I need anything anywhere else. I don't. Sometimes looking at the image in the camera is better than looking at the image right here on the table, because it shows whether or not it's balanced. And places where I feel like I need more, I'm going to darken some lines a few places, I think. I'll just go over what's already there. And if I start doing that, I'm going to end up doing it all over, frankly. But that's okay. See, and I don't know if there was jury tampering or not, Monique. Hi, Darren. Um, yeah, I don't know if there was jury tampering or not. I think, I don't know. I think it was a miscarriage of justice, frankly. But that's all old news. He's getting out of jail now, and we're all going to get on down the road. And I think for the little curly cues, I'm going to lift this up. See the little curly cues that go off the flower? I think I'm going to do those in a darker green. Ballpoint, not flare. But some of these lines, I think, are a little light, so I'm going to go ahead and darken them up. I think honestly, and I've watched a couple documentaries about it. I think the thing was the jury got tired and there were a couple of holdouts, and so it was easier to just acquit him than to stay and do their job, frankly. Oh, I had a ball, Eileen, watching it, and yeah, I'm going to go over those lines later. I think for right now, what I'm going to do is I kind of goofed up there. It's a little noticeable, but not much. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the one of these jelly rolls to do the little curlicues. I'll find my favorite one. That one ain't it. Sometimes these little jelly rolls were hit and miss, or hit or miss. I'll use this one. This is a good one. Yeah, I was going to say I thought that was a new name. It is a very pretty name, Darren. Darren. All right, little curlicues coming up, coming up, coming up. I guess I'll start down here so I won't have to go back and look so closely later. And these may be a little hard for you guys to see. Oh, I know I'm not on camera because I'm way over here. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but yep. I know it was a fascinating time. I listened to it at work endlessly, and then go home and watch the recaps at night. And how long ago was that? Hi, Janice. Henna Drum, one of your favorites. Mine too, Janice. Janice, I came across some of your art this morning when I was cleaning out my kids' room. Well, I came across a lot of you guys' art, and it was just like, I wonder if I thank them adequately, because you guys are so talented. And I came across CBs. Um, yeah, just you guys are amazingly talented women, I have to say. And actually, I decided in the kids' room, it was in 1996. Okay, cool. 95. You guys are close. I know it was before I quit working. Um, but I'm going to change the kids' room around a little bit, and I'm going to get some cork to put on the wall. I'm going to make like a big bulletin board in the kids' room so that I can display some of you guys' art. Because I've had it on a bulletin board out here where I normally work. Um, but I think I'm going to move it in there until I decide whether or not I'm moving upstairs. And I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking I might use this green to outline the letters too. Just clean up the edges of the letters. Can you see? See, like right there? Just crispen that up a little bit. Was it on over there, Dorothy, like it was here? They didn't have it on. You were in New Zealand? Yeah, well, everybody here, I think, was absolutely riveted. But I think, too, you have to know, um, before that happened, Dorothy, over in the UK, had you ever even heard of such a character as O.J. Simpson? Like, you guys probably didn't even have a clue who he was. So you had it on over there like we did here. Oh man. See, now I think that's crazy. I'm not sure that we would over here if our television stations would televise even a huge hearing from another country because we are, in my opinion, sometimes so elitist and I think that's amazing that your country would do that. Because we rarely, I mean, I hate to say rarely, but not very often do we hear um, news from other countries, unless it's a disaster or somehow impacts us directly. We just don't hear it. Or maybe I don't because I don't watch the news. Never mind. He's the man from the airplane. Yeah. Yeah, and see, I'm old enough that I remember OJ when OJ played football. I mean, and my dad and brothers were huge football fans, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here, but I'm just crisping up the edge a little bit. And for those of you who got here late, oh, Quit doing that. Dede painted this for me, my name. So, and it's been sitting here, and so today I finally am doing something with it because I felt bad. So this is a Dede me collaboration. Yeah. After read great football player, yeah. Real creep as a person, yeah. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's just we're so elitist. I don't know. But I know we don't hear much about what goes on in the rest of the world. Now, we'll hear about your elections, Dorothy. Um, we will hear the results of your elections and stuff, and maybe some about what each candidate is about. But as a rule, no, we don't. Now, we have had a lot of news this last week, thank goodness, as we should, about the earthquake in Oklahoma, in Mexico City. We have heard that, and I haven't watched the last day or so to see if they're still finding live people. So, but most of the news, and honestly, I'm kind of like Barb when it comes to that. I just assume that when you come here, this is kind of drama free. That there's so much bad crap out there that I don't even want to think about it or encourage it, you know. She said she thought, oh, she did? See, I didn't even hear her say that. This is what Dede expected, huh? That's funny. Um, or if I had heard that, I'd forgotten it by now, which doesn't surprise me either. But it is beautiful. I mean, her painting is awesome. The J is pretty much done. I don't remember what she was doing the day she did these. I think it was she was showing us a new product. Was it the Jane Davenport um, colors or something? Now I don't remember. See why I don't trust my memory? It sucks. But I remember she did Eileen's name. She did my name. How much do we hear about the dreadful floods and the ethnic cleansing going on in the Far East? Zero. It was Jane Davenport Aquapens. Okay, Brenda remembered. Um, yep, art respites are critical to sanity. I agree with you, Darren. Yeah, we don't hear too much about that, Dorothy. We really do not. And shame on us. Um, but I don't know. You could get into a whole discussion about the media and what their job is and are they doing their job and blah, 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 blah. If I honestly thought that we could all sit here and brainstorm and come up with a solution for some of the world's problems, I would encourage it. But honestly, I think we could sit here and talk about all of this until we were green, and we're not going to make one bit of difference because there are certain industries, um, yeah, they don't want to change. They don't want to, yeah. But I don't either. I want to sit here and do art and not change. Actually, I wish this was the size of one of my Midoris so I could laminate it and use it as a dashboard. That's what I kind of wish. Now maybe I'll have to scan it, shrink it down, and use it as a dashboard anyway, right? And if you're a planner person, you understand the whole dashboard thing. Yeah, I thought she had done your name. Um, a lot of times, well, and especially back then when I was going to coffee with Mary every day, I'd get started on a stream and be excited about seeing it, and then before you know it, the phone was ringing and I was out of here to go hang with Mary. So there was a ton of it I missed. And I always had such great intentions about going back and watching the recordings, and sometimes I did. But a lot of times I was just off to the next thing, you know. Yeah, but the printed newspapers, honestly, um, I think it won't be long before they are definitely a thing of the past. I think their subscriptions are getting really pitiful now. I still read parts of the newspaper, but I get it online. Yeah, if my husband was still alive, we would still get the newspaper every day. He was a newspaper fanatic. He read that bad boy front to back every day. I swear, he even read the want ads. He was a newspaper fanatic. I'm not that bad. I only like to read parts of it. And some of it I just skim the headlines. There's just not time to read that much news. Well, there is. I guess it's a choice. I choose not to, if I'm being honest. So, Eileen, what did you end up doing with your name that Dede made for you? I want to know now that I've finished mine, or almost finished mine. I want to know what you did with yours. Yours was probably different colors. I do remember, I think she asked us to pick our own colors. Getting almost done with this, and then I'll go ahead and do the shading on the henna drum. And I'll get out colored pencil for that, I think. And I might use, Do I want to use the Verithin? Nah, I want to use polychromo. Eileen almost admitted at Carol's today that she liked the polychromos, you guys. So if you weren't at Carol's, you missed that. But remember a week ago, she was like, no, I'm not buying them. I don't like them. I don't want them. Yeah, well, she almost admitted it. She didn't come right out and say it, but she almost admitted it. It is in a binder. Okay. Yeah, we're still here, Kat. I don't even know what time I came on. My recording will tell me here in a minute how long I've been on. Sorry. I really don't have a large workspace here because I'm so zoomed in. Well, this one I think will probably go up on the bulletin board for at least a little while before I put it in a binder. You're spot on, Dorothy. That's exactly what the hype's about. You know, but it's probably no different than some of the other current well-known artists putting their names on products. Heidi Swapp, same way, you know, like, does she have superior products to, you know, any other sprays or stencils or what other products she's got? No, it's a lot of hype to get us to spend money that we wouldn't otherwise spend. No, you're spot on there, Dorothy. That's exactly what the whole Jane Davenport thing is about. But Jane does have, and you know, anybody in chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but she does have a particular, a very appealing style. Oh, this is just a jelly roll, Cat. I'm not using anything special. You either have it in the actual henna drum design I just did with a flare. But are there products that far superior or anything? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, like the Jane Davenport fountain pen. Yeah, no, there are much better fountain pens out there on the market. The advantage was it was relatively inexpensive for a fountain pen. Some of her journals, yeah, you're probably not going to find journals exactly like that, but are there equivalent or better journals out there? Probably. Yeah, so I kind of think it's a gimmick, frankly, but you saw what I did last week. I sucked right in and bought those bright watercolors, and if you ask me now, am I sorry about it? Nope, I like them. They're bright. Yeah, but see, you know, some people love her style, some people are not a fan. It's just all what you want, what you like. I'm trying to pick out a colored pencil now for shading. All my pencils have gotten out of control. I need to go through here and corral them. I think I'm going to use green, and I might go back with a little bit of yellow. Maybe, let me think. No, I think I'm going to use a little bit dark green. Yeah, I don't think her style is for everybody, but she's making a ton of money. Look at Tim Holtz, you know, his grunge style, it obviously isn't for everybody either, but I promise you the man has made a ton of money selling pictures that he found at garage sales. I promise you. And I'm not going to find fault with it because, you know, I don't have to buy any of it. It's all on me, right? I don't have to get sucked into that. But I guess I'm no different than a lot of people. There's a lot of it that I really want. I want it. Yeah, it sucked me right in. But are they superior products? I don't know. You know what? I think I am going to get the other polychromos out because these are so soft. I didn't appreciate the difference between a soft and a hard lead, you guys. But now, that little bit of hard lead, I feel like I can control it better. For real. So I'm going to go out and get my polychromos. Because I was playing with them on the couch. Not the whole tin, just the, my duplicates. Hang on, only take a sec for me to get them. And again, I could use something water soluble too. The options are endless, just endless. Let's see what we got going on here. I think I just decided which one I'm going to use. That one may be bad. And that's Prismacolor. Alright, we're going to do a little experiment here. I did record, Lynn. I did. I don't know. Probably up in the corner it tells me how much. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours and 5 minutes. You found Stampinique stamps the other day, Monique? Yeah, some of those are pretty funky. They're nice, though. Nope, that's too green. I wanted a little darker, though. Maybe, oh, here's a little bit darker one. I think this is the one. And I don't have to sharpen these bad boys near as often as I do the Prismas. I think I've got a sharpener in here. Somewhere. I know I do. Here we go. There's one. Yeah, I like some of those stamps too. All right, and I may move this around with colorless blenders. So let me see if I have a tortillon here, because I want a real fine tip. We'll just get a new one, and I need to probably order some of these, I think. Maybe it's time for a wish order. I hate when that happens. Oh, I've already used that one. Probably for graphite. I don't normally put used ones back in there. Huh. All right, I'm going to do a little one over on this edge to see if I like it, because I know I'm trimming this off at some point and I'm probably going to lose that flower. So I'll do some blending over here, or some shading. And see if I like it before I just jump right in the middle of the picture. Right? Actually, the colors were chosen by Dede, Kat. Dede did the lettering, and all I've done is the Zentangle pattern around it. So Dede kind of dictated the coloring. I don't like that green for sure. So I won't be doing that, I don't think. Or I'll use a different color green. But yeah, I'm not loving that color green. What other colors did I have out? That's just too green, I think. Maybe I'll use this one. Let's try this one. We'll come up with some solution. I'm going to go right over this. Maybe I'll end up with two. Maybe that's what I'll end up doing. Just adding another little layer of dimension. Nope, that's not going to be dark enough. I want shading. Oh, it's hard, baby. Look at what I just found. I'd use these for something. These are probably the greens I want. This is probably it right here. I don't know. Can you guys tell with the shading on it? I think I am going to go ahead and use this one. And this is, yeah, that's, nope. I think that's going to have to be the one. That one is the color I need, actually. Ugh, it's so hard being me. See which one I want. Alright, I'm going to use the more yellow-green. It'll just blend in a little bit better, I think. I'm going to use the yellow-green. So let me sharpen it, and we'll get going. I can always go over it, too. You know, that's the thing. But I didn't intend to spend half my life doing this either. And I'll just do it in sections, so and I don't know if you guys have seen, this is just odorless mineral spirits in a little tiny jar. I mean, this is one of those little jam jars with a sponge in it. And with one of these, this is a bigger tortillon, you get just the perfect amount that way. I'm going to try and keep that white area because I might go in and add something in there. Don't know yet, but I might. And I'm not being careful, not the least bit careful. Yeah, that makes it look a little bit different, for sure. Cool. Coolio. I sure was glad to see a tweet from Carrie yesterday. Oh, you just made your little jar with sponges? You're gonna like it. It's the handiest little thing. See it doesn't, you don't notice it that much, but it makes a big difference. I think, in how it ends up looking. And I try and put the lid back on my jar. The jar back on the lid. And I still don't have a good idea for dinner tonight. I was gonna get up and make spaghetti early. Well, that didn't happen. So I gotta come up with plan B here pretty quick. Probably should do something on the grill because we are gonna be rapidly running out of grilling weather. What now, Allie? Hi, real bunny. Tell Darren what to do about that, you guys. The latest rumor, Holbein pencils do not meet U.S. house standards and are not imported. What the heck is that about? What could be toxic in a colored pencil? Oh, God, don't tell me the colored pencils are going to kill me, too. Everything else I do is going to kill me. I thought the only healthy thing I did was color. Crap. Now I got something else to worry about. That's really weird. I wonder what that's about. Stir fry meat and vegetables. I did that the other night, CB. We had stir fry orange chicken and fried rice. And it was good. So I can't get away with that twice because, but I do love that. Stir fry meat and veggies for a quick meal. Love that. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I probably won't get away with that twice this week. Robert's not a huge fan because he likes his veggies cooked totally thoroughly. He likes, like, broccoli. His broccoli has to be soft. It cannot be crunchy. So that's kind of a difference between us. I like mine's just a little crunchy, you know. He likes his soft. He likes where you can smush it with a fork. So that's okay, Allie. You're just passing on valuable information that we all need to know. Where did you hear that, Allie, by the way? I'm just curious. I don't have any Holbees and promise you will not be getting any. I think I am a fan of Poly now, and so if I spend money on any more pencils, it will be replacements for the Polys. Um, I think I have found my pencil bliss here. I really do. I just can't think of anything bad to say about them other than the metallics are kind of sucky, um, but as far as performance, I'm liking them a lot. So okay, as long as I don't eat them. Okay, well I haven't had to eat them yet. Everything kills me. I know, Galena, isn't that kind of disappointing? I know some of the choices I've made in my life have definitely not done anything to help my longevity. I hope I'm making better choices now. Maybe not, though. And if you don't use the odorless mineral spirits, it's a very cool way to liquefy your colored pencils. I won't read that, Eileen, okay? And unless you just want me to, I won't say it out loud for the camera. I kind of thought you would, though. Honestly, I really did. And I've actually had some polys for a long, long time because I bought the very first ones I ever had. I had bought when Robert and I went to Albuquerque years and years ago to see a friend of his, and I had bought a handful of them. I bought the polychromo. I bought some Lyras. I think that's how you pronounce it. But they had open stock down there. I hadn't been to a real art store in probably 100 years. And they had open stock of a lot of that stuff. And so I just bought a few colors that I thought I would enjoy. But I never used them much, and I never really compared them to what I was used to, which was Prismacolor. I had just really never given it much thought or comparison. And until this color book craze, I had never really given much thought to what a pencil was made of. You know, I mean, I knew that Prismacolor were wax, but honestly, I'd never thought about an oil pencil versus a wax pencil versus whatever. I just knew I liked my Prismacolors. So it wasn't really until recently before I really compared them and gave much thought to performance. So, yeah, I always said I would be Prismacolor till the end, a diehard Prisma fan. And I still think they're, for the money, a good product. But for performance, I have to say I think the polys kick butt. Oh no, Dorothy. I wish Ratatouille was here so I could ask him what the heck might be going on. Do you have does what you got out feel like it's thawing? Oh, hi, Colleen. You just bought them too? Colleen, I think you're gonna love them. I do. Um, I do. I think when it comes to performance, really, you guys, hands down, you're not gonna be sorry. See if your food is thawing, Dorothy, and then tell me, and I'll have to maybe I might have to check with Ratatouille. He knows about all that stuff. I sold you the chicken peed on the floor. Eileen, there really is. I think that's why I love you so much. You have like this twisted kind of approach to life that I have. Okay, because I'm thinking maybe you just have to defrost it, that there's not really anything going on. Yeah, okay, Darren. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, that it might not be a bit, you know, like all your food is gonna go bad or anything. It might just need defrosting. Okay, I'm feeling right now like this could use something else. But I don't want to do too darn much that's going to detract from the lettering. So I might have to let this just stew. Yep, Dorothy, you're onto something there. I think that may be your issue. That or the tray that collects it is overflowing too. Twisted Sisters. Yeah, there's something really wrong with us, Colleen. There's no doubt. She has a twisted approach to life, as do I. So I feel like I want something else on it, a little darker. I feel like there's just too much even green. Do the pan pastels? No, actually what I was thinking was she used that aqua color, kind of the blue-green color. I'm thinking something real small. Just something real small. You know, like do groups of 3 dots or something. You know, something that just goes further into the background but adds one more layer is kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Thinking. What the heck? It can't hurt, right? We're going for it. This is it. Hopefully I won't be sorry. And I might come back and add some yellow in the petals of the flowers. Can you guys see that? It's not a big deal, but do some jean splats. I'm not doing splats. Yeah, just the small little dots. Just adds another layer, but doesn't interfere. That's what I'm thinking. It's amazing what something like this will do. It'll just break up a space so nicely. Yep. It's just filling in and making it feel, I don't know, more connected or something. I don't know. Now, after talking about fish, maybe I will make fish for dinner. Actually, sounds good, I think. Plus, I can do some in among the, because I didn't drag the designs down into the words. Now I can kind of do something in the background here. I could always bring some of those vines down into the lettering. I just chose not to. And I may end up doing that. I don't know. I'm moving all over the page, you guys, so I guess I could bring you out a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. And this is totally random. See, there's something wrong with you, Eileen. She's thinking we should just make cards, this nothing but splats, so we can all send them to Jean. She wants poor Jean to have a heart attack. I hope Jean did well today. Because I think she said this was the last day they were going to be open, right? She's doing a yard sale with a bunch of her art stuff, and so I hope she did well. Really. Honestly, I'd rather give it away and take the tax write off. Yeah, me and yard sales are not friends at all. I think they're painful. Nobody should have to do that. For real. But I guess, for her, like, she's over hanging out with her cousin and whatever, so it's good for her. But really, I'd rather do the tax donation. Yep, I like that. I like it a lot. Oh, she made some good money today? Okay, cool. Now she's napping. Well, good on her. Your friend put a fluorescent pink flamingo in her kitchen. OMG. All right, I'm just squinting and looking and seeing if they... See, this up here is real blank in there, and I'm thinking I maybe need to... I am going to go ahead and pull the... the design in there and go ahead and fill that up. The thing is, if I start adding now I have to go back and do each of the steps. Yeah, I like that better. I keep getting off frame because I keep moving the dang camera. I'll pull it in a little bit now. Because there's pretty much, you get to see the whole thing now. That's what her husband said about being committed. That doesn't surprise me. All right, I feel like I maybe could do more to it, and maybe I will. I might darken up the centers. Okay, the other thing that I had thought that I might like, even though there's no yellow on this anywhere else, I might just go back in and I'm going to do it down on this one because I suspect this one's going to be cut off. And just color one yellow and see if it's too big a distraction. See, and then if I'm going to do that, I should have done the shading in a different color. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave it real simple. I don't like the coloring. If I think of anything else I want to do, I'll add it later. Okay? I think I'm done with that for today. Unless y'all can think of something else to do. And when I go to bed, I have to have everything off, and I have to read for about 15 minutes. Some nights I read longer, but usually never ever shorter than 15 minutes. And that's kind of my body's signal that it's time to sleep. But if I had like TV on or anything like that, nope, I would never go to sleep. Never. I might do the center of that darker. I'm going to try this one because I really think these will get cut off. Nope. You listen to your cat snoring? Yeah, I wish my cat would snore. Crazy little wench. Usually when I go to bed, that's when she decides she might want to start kneading. Sometimes she's a little pain in the butt. Or trying to open cupboard doors. My cat can open like the cupboard doors in the well, my closet doors are like bifold. She has learned how to open those. She will bang on them, bang, 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 until they either pop, or she'll go to the edge and dig at them until she opens them up. But she's also learned to open the cupboards in the bathroom. I'm about ready to put those things that lock to keep her from doing that in the night. Yeah, she is a pain in the neck when it comes to time to go to bed. That's her time to go. Okay, it's time for everybody to listen to cupboard doors smashing around. All right, the edge on this side is 1/4 inch. This is the furthest point out over here. I'm going to do it, I think, a little bit more than 1/4 inch. I think I'm going to leave it a 1/2 inch. So measure from the edge. Let's see, I'm going to cut off 1 inch, 1 1/8 inch. I'm just centering this, and then I can mount it on something different if I want. She wants a facial. She's gonna get beamed upside of her head. Really, some nights I just and usually Robert's already asleep, so I can't start yelling at her. And some nights she wakes him up, but she is his princess, so there are never any consequences for Roxy's behavior, I promise you that. All right, let's see, and then we've got 3/8, a little over 3/8 up there. I'm going to leave a little bit more at the bottom, though. Leave at least a 1/2, and I think 5/8, maybe 3/4. Yeah, I'm going to take 3. Let's see what I got here. I'm going to take 1 1/8 inch off the bottom. I'm psyched to finish making that book, Brenda. I want to come over your house and look at all your journals and smell them. That sounds really weird, huh? I come over your house and smell your journals. Well, and look in them and take them apart. Yeah. Cats are amazing creatures when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, now I've got this somewhat centered on the page. I'm going to move this over and up so you can see that. Okay. Now I probably will mount it on a dark aqua or something sheet centered on it. Is Ange streaming now? I don't want to do that to you, Ange. You decide. Yeah, she goes in and sits on, yeah. Ugh. I'm going to go choose. You guys chat among yourself. I'm going to go see if I have a good piece of paper to mount this on. But now I'm really loving it. Okay, I think I found a color that I might like. But I gotta open the package. I had to bring it out here to open the package. I bought a few of these, as bad as I hate Michael's cardstock, I have bought a few of these paper packs so that I have selection of color when they're on sale, you know, like 5 for $10 or whatever they end up charging for them. I have found them to be useful, even though I really, really despise Michael's cardstock. Okay, I think that's what it's going to be like. Right there. I think that's it. Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I'm liking it. I might tweak some things before I actually take a photograph, but I'm thinking, well, you know what? I've got these. So, unless, is Andrew somebody wanting to come on and stream for a little while? Because I just got thinking, since I did that border, I'm thinking. One thing, Colleen, since you just got your polys, don't you love all the blue selection? Like, the selection of blues is mind-boggling. And this is just a few of the extras that I have. This is not the complete set. I'm thinking I'm going to do it this color. So I don't know. I'll just do it up here. In this white, oops. Oh, this is the Prismacolor. I was going to say, this crushed. That's one thing that will never happen with a polychromo when you get it real sharp. It will not crush and break the tip off. It holds a tip awesomely. I'm thinking I might. Yeah, and the polys come with light boxes. Oh my God, Eileen, you're so funny. that white area right in there, do it with that aqua color. I might end up doing that. I really might. I don't want to do too much. Angie's not streaming. Okay, then I'm not going to worry. I might do that. All right, let's see. Never can leave well enough alone, right? There's always something else that a girl can do. All right, I'm hiding stuff from myself, you guys. You're working on Colleen? Well, she got new polys. Have you used them yet, Colleen? You guys might have to look at her new polys. I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Oh, I left it in the other room. I was going to say. Dude, I seriously can't stream right now. Dude. You haven't used them yet? Oh, I'm excited for you to use them. Yeah, I think, Colleen, at first when you use them, if you expect them to feel like the Prismacolor, you're going to be a little bit disappointed because the harder leads do feel different. But after you actually use them, like say in a color book or over something, I think you'll just go, holy cow, these are way cool. And just like when I was coloring in that small spot and the tip crushed, yeah, when you realize you won't have any of that nonsense going on, I think you're going to love them. Love them, love them, love them. I'm just looking for colors now. Trying to match colors. And you know what? I'm so stupid. I'll sit here and color on that little sheet of paper when, look at me. Look at me. I have swatches that I could use to look for the color that I might like that will match well. See, this is why I like swatches like this, is because now I can put this down there and find if there is a green here. This would be the one that would probably, so number 276 will be, if I wanted to match this background color or one of these swatches to me are so much more useful, right? Yeah, the polys come out great. Well, they have great greens and blues, really. So yeah, if I'm going to do this, I need to find number 276. 276. And I went ahead and put, swatches are boring, but they're useful. You make them because they're useful, not because they're a bundle of laughs, Eileen. They're useful. At least in my world, they're useful. I went ahead and put my my colors in the order of the color chart. So here's the color. See how easy that was to find the color that I wanted? It doesn't even begin to look the color as it did on that swatch. Dumbass. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is actually the little centers of the flowers, I think I'm going to go ahead and darken them. Just for a little bit more dimension is all. But I think that's what I'm going to do with my number 276 pine green. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Eileen, this is Eileen's approach to swatches. They're really great. That way you can say, yes, I used my new pencils. Honestly, there may be some products around here that the only thing I've done is swatch them. For real. I think the Aquatone water-soluble Derwents, that's all I can do, is say that, yes, I swatched them. I'm not a fan, really. But I could use them for backgrounds and stuff. But I figure when I've got products that I love, why would I use something I don't love? So I'm going to go ahead and color these in while we're just sitting here because I'm not going to start something new. Use my new polys until somebody says they're streaming or until the recording says enough already, which we've got to be getting close to that now. See, Eileen, I'm not sure that any of us are that different, you know, because I am a creature of habit. When I find a product that I know I like my Neocolor 2s or something like that, and now these polys, I go back to it again and again. I mean, if I'm thinking about I want to do something, I'll go to those go-to products. And even though I have every pen known to man, I always go back to, say, a flare or something like that that I'm comfortable with, that I just know they work well and I like them. I don't think we're any of us that different in that regard. But these hold a point so well. This is the first time I'm going to sharpen one of the new ones. Buy products so we can give them a review. Say they look great in a box on the shelf. I really get mad at myself for doing stuff like that, especially expensive stuff. But most of the expensive stuff I use. The only one that I paid, well, and I haven't bought the whole set yet, so I can't say that it was a waste of money, is the Pan Pastels, really. But I do love them. I just need to practice with them more. Get more proficient with them. But I do love the Pan Pastels. So much that I want to order the whole thing. I just don't want to part with $300. You found your tribe, Darren. Yep, we're all pretty much the same amount of mixed up. That's funny. I like the centers darkened. So you guys really have sat here all afternoon and watched me do pretty much nothing. Dede would have built 15 collages and colored 4 color books in the length of time it took me to do this. That girl is serious proficient, man. And while I was cleaning out the kids' room, I have a bookshelf in there, and that's where I keep my color books. Talk about buying stuff and not using it. OMG. I like the clean colors too. Yes, I do. But I don't use them as much as I should, Eileen. If I'm being perfectly honest with myself, I don't use the clean colors near as much as I should. And I like the Zig brush markers, and I don't use them as much as I should. Or brush pens, I guess is what they're called. All right, there. I colored in all the centers now. All right, my recordings is saying stop, so stay here. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. If you've watched on YouTube, thank you so much. Come to a live stream sometime. Mondays, 1 o'clock, Monkey Island Madness. Well, not 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock Eastern. So, thanks for watching.